Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyaholic. Yes, I do look like that old man Superman artwork, but I'm actually the Mad Montreal Man. And we got a show for you today. As you can tell, it's another Superman show. I figured, why not? We did the special a couple days ago for the movie. The movie's coming out real soon. We might as well just go all Superman again this Friday. So we got 4 figures for you today, so not as long as the special we did. We have the Kingdom Come Superman. We have the regular Eradicator, and I know there's other versions out there. There's a gold label where he's got a, all black skin. There's another version where he's like a platinum edition where he's kind of a bluish color. There's a Mafex one out there which has actual clear glasses, but I'm not buying a Mafex figure ever again because they're too expensive. Besides the point, we have the Superman from the New 52, who doesn't really exist anymore. We'll get into that. And of course, a more classic looking BIZARRO. So what do you say? I just put these off my lap here, put them off to the side. Let's just talk. How about we just talk for an entire episode? No? I didn't think so. I agree with the editor. We're not here to see my face, even though I do look like that painting. We're here to talk action figures. So I got my good friend, of course, the Steel Blade of Justice, Dr. Scalpel. And let's take this one out of the package. And I have to admit, I was kind of hoping to get 2 of these, because this is one of the ones where I kind of want to keep one in package, but I only got the one. So I'm going to take him out of the package. We'll be right back after his close-up. Well, you saw in the close-up, he comes with a flying base. Really cool. He also has the 2 very large hands. Of course, you have the Kingdom Come card. And you have Justice Society of America number 10 reprinted with the cool cover. Yeah, not a bad little package. But let's talk about the figure himself. Wired cape. No S on the back. As you saw in the close-up, there's no S on the back, but a great, really good wired cape. The body just looks good in this dark blue. I actually like the black under the red S. Really good. Face sculpt looks really good. Could use a little bit more gray on the sides, I will admit. Could use a bit more gray on the side. And before you ask, I know they announced a Kingdom Come, like, red version of this. Yeah, I've already told my buddy Case at EB Games, when it's available, pre-order it for me, because I'm going to want that one. I know it's going to make me go broke. I know. But then again, I think broke is my now natural state of living. I'm always broke nowadays. I wonder why. Toyaholic, after all. This one, I do say, if you can get them, pick them up. Definitely a great one to go, especially if you put them next to the first appearance Superman, the Flash Superman, and maybe one other one, and then put him at the end. It'd be a perfect little front of the shelf Superman collection. I love this guy. This is great. And hopefully I can eventually track down another one that I can keep mint in package. I know. I don't normally like mint in package, but this one, I think it'd be cool to have one still in the package hanging on the wall. Be really good. This one is fantastic. I love this thing. The details are there. This one is definitely one, go pick up. Find it, pick it up. I'm going to be looking for one of these down the road again when I can afford them. Definitely want another one of these guys. But let's move on, shall we? Because we want to keep... Oh no, I just dropped the comic book on the floor. If it was a first print comic book, I'd be going, ah! But it's a reprint, so I already have this downstairs in my comic book collection. Anyway, so I don't want to make the show as long as last week's show, but let's do the regular Eradicator. And yes, I know, I said it before, there's a gold label where this is all black. There's the platinum label which kind of see-through. And there's also an Eradicator that came out before, which I've never seen. I do say that I did see the Mafex one. I like the fact it's got glasses, but Mafex I find are shorter, and for the price range, after the ones I did buy, yeah, I'll stick with McFarlane. So once more, let's get Dr. Scalpel out and start taking him out of the package. Now, if you have the Eradicator, any of them, what do you think? If you bought the Mafex one, how do you think it compares to like the Multiverse when it comes to size? If you have the previous one, let me know what you think. I did know that there was a person in one of the groups I'm on Facebook that made a comment that when he got it, he sort of said it was a young Jay Leno face. Well, let's find out with the close-up. Well, as you saw in the close-up, I put him on a flying base. He actually just comes with a regular base. He also comes with two open hands, sort of like grabbing hands, left and right. And of course, we have his card. Won't go into that. It's a shame it doesn't have a wired cape. It would have been so much cool to have a wired cape on this, because with the cape like this, it's pretty much a flying pose. I did sort of, before I did the close-ups, put him on the standing base, and it just looked a bit goofy having the cape like that. But there he is, Eradicator. Now, once again, I will complain that McFarlane, if other manufacturers can do it, why do we have to have painted goggles? It would have been so much cooler to have just the goggles you could see through, like a pair of glasses. I mean, there's a Street Fighter toy that I have that has that. The Mafex does it. It's a shame. As for the face, it is pretty square-jawed. I wouldn't say it's Jay Leno, because Jay Leno to me would have a bigger chin, but it is a pretty big jaw face. This is one of the ones where when I do have some extra cash down the road, and I'm no longer in debt, yeah, I know it's going to be a long time from now, whatever. Don't have to remind me. This is one of the ones I probably will look at getting a 3D printed head that has glasses on and do a head swap. Because I just don't like painted on goggles. The same thing with Booster Gold and the Blue Beetle. I want the lenses. You know, just plastic lenses would be cool. Apart from my complaint about the cape and the head sculpt, the body itself I like the black and blue. I do like it. The Eradicator was a cool design. It's a shame we don't have the little Eradicator robot thing or the little Eradicator spaceship, because that would have been so much fun to have as a little, you know, little accessory. It would have been fun. I just think it'd be cool to have the Eradicator as this original form, which is this little like mini rocket. But there he is. Will I try to get the other Eradicators, the gold label? Yeah, I'm going to try to find it. Will I try to get the platinum? Yeah. Will I try to get the original Eradicator they put out with? Yeah. After all, I'm insane when it comes to collecting action figures. Yeah, I know you're thinking I'm insane in many other ways too, but, you know, I still managed to get married. I still managed to have 2 kids, one of which still talks to me. The ex-wife still talks to me. So I guess I did something right, even with this ugly face. But I digress. Let's not go down that rabbit hole on this channel. Now we have the next one. Now, those of you who've been with me from the old channel, the Mad Montreal Man channel, you know I should do comic book reviews every week. You know I was not a fan when they did a New 52 because I thought they goofed it. They messed up a whole bunch of stuff. And of course, they've been, over the years, fixing things, retconning things. But the one thing they did do back then was no red trunks. I like the fact you didn't have red trunks, but I'll get Dr. Scalpel out. Let's take him out of the package. And let's get into it a little bit. Now, I haven't read comic books since 2018, really. I've read a couple trades and stuff. But I know when they came out with him, they killed him off. This Superman died, and a Superman possibly from the original pre-Flashpoint universe, him and Lois and their son somehow appeared in this universe, and he eventually took his place. And when the original Superman showed up, he was wearing black and had a beard. Yeah, I think they've retconned it since then, but either way, let's take a look at them. Back in a moment. As you saw in the close-up, he comes with a base and a card. That's it! Now, the back of the card does say that the Superman with the Lois Lane and John, after battling an imp, merged his consciousness with the Superman of New 52. Does that mean he has all the memories of that Superman and Wonder Woman hooking up while he was married to Lois? Interesting thought. Like I said, I wasn't a big fan of that storyline. I honestly, years ago, came up with a whole concept of bringing back the classic DC universe pre-Flashpoint, but then jumping ahead like 15, 20 years would have been really cool. Like a whole bunch of designs. Maybe one day I'll share them, but on my other channel. I already gave a sneak peek of it once, but let's not talk about my brain and how it works when it comes to costume design. Let's talk about the costume. Now, I said before, I like the fact there's no red trunks. I did like the costume. I like the red on the back as well. The figure itself makes me think of that New 52 costume. I do like it. It's a shame that the cape isn't wired. It's just a loose, baggy cape. It would have been nice if the cape was a bit longer and wired, or even just a longer cape would have been nice, because in the comic books, he had a very long cape, almost down to his ankles. But you get what you get. I do like the S. I wish it was embossed on him, but still. One thing I like about the costume was, apart from the red trunks not being there, is the collar. I did like it. In some ways, it's kind of partially hinting at the new movie that's coming out. Now, do I regret buying them? Heck no! It's when it comes to McFarlane toys, it's Batman and Superman. We need more Wonder Woman, mind you, but still. I do like him. I do like him. He will go on the shelf. In some ways, okay, I'll say I have more than one Superman shelf. He'll be front of the shelf on one of them because I do like him. Because if you think, technically speaking, this could eventually turn into that. And I do like that. I do like that very much. And I do have enough spare hands, except my spare hands don't have any of the paint on them, which is a good thing. They added this feature there, so if I want to swap hands, I'll have to get a bit of painting done to make them look properly. But really, really good New 52 Superman. And before you go on and say, I know they did one before with the DC, with the previous line before McFarlane. I've seen it. Never liked that weird crotch thing, even though I have one. And if you really want to see it, I'll do a comparison at the end of the video. Okay? I do like this one. So we got one left to go. And no, I didn't put him on a flying base because I didn't feel like it. Even though I still have a couple of spare flying bases. Because without a rubber cape, that base does hold them. So we got the classic Bizarro. Now, when I think of Bizarro, I do have the big comic book exaggerated one that we came up with, the 2-pack. I think of Bizarro. I think my favorite Bizarro was always the one done by John Byrne. You saw him, you'll see in the close-up that I kind of liked that one. That Bizarro, I kind of felt sad for him. He was like, he had potential. I still think Bizarro could be a really good hero. Maybe you lose the reverse S, but it'd be kind of cool to have Bizarro as a hero. I know they've kind of done that in the comics, but still. Here we go. Classic Bizarro. Let's finish the close-up, and we'll be back. And I know I said let's finish the close-up. I goofed, okay? I'm not going to take it out and do a blooper with it. It is what it is, okay? As the editor said, I'm old. I'm losing my mind. After all, I collect action figures. He no come with cart. He no come with 2 normal size hands. Me no like. Me put back of shelf. Okay, I'm not a Bizarro me because I'm already bizarre enough. Editor, thank you for making that little comment. He comes with the classic looking card. He does come with 2 normal size hands, not those giant hands we keep on getting a lot. They're normal size, which is a nice bonus. Of course, he comes with the round base, the Bizarro #1, and if you haven't figured out by now, he is going to be front of shelf of a Superman villain shelf because this is the Bizarro I want. I mean, the cape's got the backward S on it, wired cape. Hey, Todd, why can't we do the wired cape for the New 52 Superman? Just saying. He got a cape. He got spare hands. It is what it is. I know. Another thing is, too, it's really cool. The S. It's metallic. It looks like it reflects light very well. This is definitely... This is the best Bizarro to date. I did enjoy the more cartoonish, outlandish one from the 2-pack, but this Bizarro is my #1 Bizarro. I know, corny, but it is. This is one I definitely recommend. If you see him, pick him up. The articulations there, it just looks so good. The skin tone is nice and even. And I will admit, it would be nice if I had the sad Bizarro face from the John Byrne time when he did the Man of Steel comic books. Once again, down the road, when I'm out of debt, no comment, I will probably look at trying to find a 3D printed head sculpt of that John Byrne Bizarro Superman. Because this one, he's got that smile and it looks good. I'm really happy with this guy. I'm really, yeah, it's been a good day. I mean, you know, not bad. Apart from the Eradicator and New 52 not having a wired cape, a pretty good week of action figures for me. I do like it. It's worth all the sacrifices I do to get this show done. It really is. It's, you know, good combination. But yeah, that's it for the show. And as always, when I do this show, you know I'm going to say, you know I'm going to push my little agenda of mental health. Because it's mental health for me. It works for me. I worked all day. I came home. I'm filming this for you. Pretty much Shane, because Shane watches every episode. Thank you, Shane, by the way. It's my way of somehow looking past all the ugh in my life. And if it works for me, and I know a few people out there who watch the show who reached out to me, have told me it gives them a smile. It gives them a laugh. You can laugh with me, laugh against me. I don't care. Because as a toy collector, people don't always understand us. So for toy collectors, we know, we don't have to say it. We don't have to say what this hobby is for us. For those of us who don't know, well, guess what? For our body and our minds and our emotional well-being, this is our way to stay healthy. And of course, when you get a character that just puts a smile on your face, even though it's for a weird reason, it's a good way to stay happy. And when you're looking forward to even more action figures, for example, like the Kingdom Come Red Suit one, fingers crossed I eventually get it, it's a good way to stay positive. And that's it. Pretty much enjoy your weekend. There will be another show next Friday, of course. I have no idea what I'm going to review yet. Depends on the spur of the moment, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of action figures to go. Like I said, the past couple of months, I have gone broke. I've done without just to get the show going. By the way, Monsieur Tetro, I sent you a message. Have you checked the show out yet? Just saying. It'd be nice if you check out the show. Same thing for Collectible Carnage. I want to get in touch with that guy because when I do have some money, there's a whole bunch of 3D printed heads I want to order in because I have some ideas for some customs and I need different heads. But I have to wait till I have money. You guys know what it's like. It's hard buying action figures and doing everything else. But if you can do me a solid here, hit like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, comment and share, please. Get the word out. If you're in the United States, have you seen these? They're at Ross, or they're going to be at Ross. They're not going to be in Canada, at least not that I know of yet. It'd be cool if this showed up in Canada, for example, at Dollarama. It'd be good to get a bunch of people buying collectible toys like this, because I want these. I want these, and the thing is, this is how twisted my mind is. I want 2 of each, because I want to take 1 of each out of the package and review them to sort of see, are they lesser quality than the original ones that came out? And of course, I'll be a hypocrite. I kind of want 1 of each mint in package, just because the fact it's such a good idea to put them out in like just a simple bubble pack, no accessories. And lastly, you know what, if you really want to help the show, you know how to do it. Send me action figures or go to that link in the description below and help out if you can. Either way, I'm still doing my best to keep a show out going every week until the DC Multiverse of McFarlane ends. I'm going to do my best I will keep on sacrificing if I have to, because it's important for me to do this show, and I hope it's important to you. I hope this show is important to you. I hope this is something that you look forward to once a week. And if it's not, well, thank you for watching anyway. So do those 3 things, please, for your mental health. If only for your mental health. Do your best to stay healthy. If it's only for a minute a day, stay happy. Drag that minute into maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And, of course, when you do have a show to look forward to next week, hint, it's a good way to stay positive. Have a great week, everybody. Spend time with your loved ones. Let them know how much you care for them. And hopefully they understand why you do this. So we'll see you next week. Alright, I hope you're happy. I just tossed in the video showing the old DC Direct, new Superman from New 52 versus the McFarlane one. Now you can see the difference. First of all, 7 inches versus not 7 inches. I like 7 inches for action figures. Cloth cape, rubber cape. But the real reason I was never a big fan of these guys, you might take this the wrong way. I mean, the face sculpt is good on this guy. The sculpt is good. I never liked this kind of weird crotch. It's just a weird looking crotch. It's just, yeah, and the articulation is not really there, okay? But I did that for you. I hope you're happy. And maybe I'll toss in a blooper, okay? We'll see you guys next week. Like I said, have a good weekend. Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host. I got bit by a mosquito and it made my brain go. Okay, Eradicator. He does come with a base. He also comes with 2 sort of like opening. All right, he comes with a card and a base, nothing else. Now on the back of the card it does say reflective metallic looking S. As for the face sculpt itself, it works. Even though I kind of wouldn't mind having a sad face Bizarro head sculpt from the John Byrne area. It would be kind of cool, like, you know, in the John Byrne area. Let's take that over again. Ugh.